Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the
21-yard line.
Okay, right? Black shot. Black ultra.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 64 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with Wilson. Ooh, the juke. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run again with Wilson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Loss of 9. Brings up fourth down.
97. Hey, cross field. Ready?
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good. For a Miami Dolphins.
Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go. Strike. Check strike. Ready.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tanner Connor, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Green jack. Red. Yellow. Field. Black.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Here we strike it. Strike blue. Field blue.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And complete to Drake London. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 7-7, our score after 1.
Ready, set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey,
They'll
blue.
bring a receiver in motion left.
Field green. Hurry, hurry.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And caught by London. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may have saved points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got London on a slant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. From 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Coup now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Dolphins 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Catch made right side by Wilson. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Oh, what a move. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finding Waddle, crossing the field and bringing it in. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the 1st half. Now the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. It appears they're going to come up empty on this 1st drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Demir Bird, 33 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Check right.
First and 10, it's Patterson. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd and 4. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Olamide Zaccheaus, 36 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Play action, now it's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Arnold Ebiketie picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Eric Ezukama from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The two are going to try and throw for it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Richie Grant.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25. Into the air right away is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Allen off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier. The site that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Taking it at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing now is Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 55 yards. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He'll get this one to Ezekama. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark finding his way home to get the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Check you.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that.
Well, now that they got EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Miami Dolphins and themselves. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Ready. And cycle.
Two and a throw right away. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try it now with Mostert. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
In motion, Hill. On 2nd and 10. Tua. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Wilson with a first down carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. Here we go. Ultra. Ready.
Another run for Wilson on second. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, computer. Ready?
Here's Mostert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jeff Wilson taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. But this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
On the double. Hey, check nigga.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Strike. Check strike. Hey.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. Down to about the 37.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Steal. Check steal. Check.
Another run for Wilson on second. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And some space here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the ground, it's Wilson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another carry for Wilson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, computer.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, don't steal.
Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here we go, set. Hey, check, Nagel. Check, huh?
Wilson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
A give, this is Wilson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
the 30-yard line.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Wilson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 77 yards.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was exhibit.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And oh, it's wide right. No good. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, ready. Strike, strike. Ready.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
Ultra.
Another run for Wilson on second. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On play action, here's Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They run once more with Taylor. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. From the shotgun, Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this down to the 33. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan.
This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal at the 1. Taylor.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Here's Taylor again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Back near his goal line, here's Tua. Got his man. It's the tight end long.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Wilson going to try the right side.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now it's Wilson.
And he stopped immediately there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua.
Catch made right side by Wilson.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Touchdown, Colts. Matt Ryan able to connect with Michael Pittman. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Dolphins 3.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go. Here we go.
Good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 56 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. The two are going to try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to Taylor on first down. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the pass.
Touchdown! Alec Pierce, a 12-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Running left, Taylor. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd down, this is Wilson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky, and it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it. And a
touchdown, Indianapolis. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game, because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Let's go now.
2 and now on 1st down.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. 20. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
The onside kick recovered by the Dolphins.
Let's go. Check back.
Tua now on first down. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. A beautiful fake. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Okay, right?
To throw again on second down. Tua. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 36 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to forward on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. The throw over the middle taken in. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods, 70 yards. And the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Dolphins 29.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Come on, set. Ready?
On play action, here's Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's The pickup of 3.
From the 45 on second down. Tua. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Now the Dolphins will again line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So the flag backed about 5 yards to the 7. They still get the 2-point conversion, though.
Now, is that confidence in the play call they had and in their offense, or just absolute disdain for the defense?
It worked.
The onside kick recovered by Indiana.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Play action, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one,
Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. In all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining